I wasn't sleeping, I was snoozing. So I over-snoozed. It's kind of okay. Spring is about waking up. Waking up. Keith Green wrote a song, like waking up. Salvation is like waking up from a longest dream. It's like waking up. Who was I? Why? How could I do that? When you're in sin, you get into a slumber. You get into a spiritual slumber, and you say, it's only when you say, Lord, I just want you, oh Lord, just you, and then you wake up and you say, well, how could I have done? What was I thinking? I was asleep. I was dreaming. Why was I getting like that? I didn't have to get like that. I didn't have to be in bondage. Once the Hebrews left Egypt, they would probably say, like, why did we do that for that? Why did we let ourselves be in bondage? Why? We're free people. We're not slaves. The power of Nisan is to wake us up. Wake us up in the Lord. Turn to the Song of Solomon. The Song of Solomon. Some of my favorite verses from the Song of Solomon. Song of Solomon, chapter 2. But I'm going to look at it different now. As from Messiah's Nisan, because this is, there's a chapter here. Well, let me read it first. And you know it, most of you. It's beautiful. From the voice of the Lord. Verse 10. My beloved said to me, arise, my beloved, my beautiful one, and come with me. Behold, the winter is past. The rains are over and gone. Flowers appear on the earth. The season of singing has come. The cooing of the turtle dove, the song is heard in our land. The fig tree puts out its first fruits. The blossoming vines bring forth their fragrance. Arise, my beloved, my beautiful one, and come with me. What is this about? This takes place in the month of Nisan. This is Nisan it's describing here. Nisan, which is Messiah's month. These verses are the voice of the Lord to us as his bride, what he's calling us in his power. Arise, my beloved. This is the season of rising. The power of Messiah is rise, my beloved. My beloved, I love you. Therefore, rise. Rise. The season of rising, meaning no matter where you're at, you can rise. If you're in Messiah, you can rise. Arise, my love, my beautiful one. Come with me. Go with God. See, the winter is past. The winter is over, he's saying. Now, it's a strange thing because it's saying the winter is over, but he's got to tell her the winter's over. Like, how could you not know the winter's over? That's crazy. In the natural, but in the spiritual, it happens all the time. God is saying, the winter's over. Why are you still living in the winter? It's over. It's springtime. Why are you still living in the winter? Your winter is over. Your winter is over. Why live in it? Why be bound by it? It's over. The spring has come. You see, still in winter. Now, season of winter is over. In Hebrew, the word for winter, sechav here, means also the season of darkness and hiding. Hiding. It's like saying, my love, arise. Why are you still all locked in? Why are you still hiding in your house? Come out. It's the time of the new beginning. The season of, what does it say? The rains are over and gone. You can come out now. You don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Come out now. The flowers have appeared on the earth. The flowers have appeared on the earth, the fragrance. The season of fragrance. Sometimes in the beginning of spring, when these things are first, those trees that have the white and the pink, the first blossoms, you smell the fragrance like perfume when you walk by. The word in Hebrew for fragrance or perfume is reach. Try it. Reach. What does it sound like? Ruach. It's linked to the word for the Holy Spirit. Ruach, reach. The Holy Spirit, reach, perfume, sweet fragrance. Sweet fragrance. I was once doing a teaching, a Bible study, and I was speaking about the verse where it talks about the fragrance of Messiah. It was in the winter. And I was driving in my car the next day, and my windows were all shut, and it was cold out, and there was nothing happening that would ever explain this. The whole car filled up with a perfume. And it was like an incense. It was like a spiced Middle Eastern perfume filled up and was there for like a minute, and then it just left, but filled up the place. When you are living in the Spirit, there is sweetness to your life. Because it's from Nisan. Ruach, reach. There is a sweetness to life when you say, I want to walk in the Spirit. I don't want to walk in the flesh. There is a sweetness. It is the season of the fig tree puts forth its first fruits. Nisan is the season and the power for you to bear fruit. It's like your life is like a tree. It's waiting to bear fruit. There's a fruit that you're supposed to bear. You can only do it in Messiah, but Messiah's power is that you will bear that fruit. Live in Messiah, not in the flesh. Not in the old, live in the new. The old, all the sin, all that is winter. Live in spring. Don't you want spring? Messiah is saying, I will give you the power to bear the fruit that your life is supposed to, and your fruit will remain. And what does it say here? I love this here. It says, and the time for singing has come. God is saying, this is a spiritual picture. God is saying to his bride, the time for singing has come. The turtle dove is singing, and it's time for us to sing. Singing, it says, make melody in your hearts. You're not supposed to, you're not supposed to be walking around in a downcast thing. You're supposed to be having a song in your heart. People sing this, say this, I've got a song in my heart. But without the Spirit, you can't, because life just, the flesh goes down. But in the Spirit, you can always have this rejoicing. I know people who've been through everything. I know people in every different situation. Some who've been to prison, they were singing. Some who've been through all sorts of stuff, 90 years old, singing to the Lord in bad health, singing and praising God. Singing to the Lord. Song in your heart, and doesn't mean the blues for some of you. It's the song of rejoicing. To sing, even when you don't feel like it, sing. Springtime, believe it before you see it.